Hello, good evening. I am Oral Semple, leader of the GNS party and the Crown, contesting the local government elections that is to be held on November 12, 2018. Today, I would like to share with you our manifesto on governance, on the governance department. What our governance department will be of the Guyana National Service Party, the GNS party. We have designed and developed 10 major governances department. And next week, we will be sharing with you, the public, our commission department. But for now, today's program, we would like to look at the 10 governance department that is very comprehensive, defined, and developed. First, we would like to look at the Municipal Public Sanitation Governance Department. Again, the Public Sanitation Governance Department. The Sanitation Governance Department will be located in each of the village council secretariat in all of the villages and community across the Georgetown municipality. The Public Sanitation Governance Department would need a minimum of 9 to 1,200 persons. That is 1,200 persons or employee. 2, the Protocol Affairs Department. We have designed and developed a protocol governance department so that all international relations or counterparts or local issues from the protocol department of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, there would be a liaison service or a collaboration service between the protocol department of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the office of the mayor or city council. So the protocol department is and would be a very important department. And this department, the protocol department, would also need the minimum of 1,200 persons. That is 1,200 persons for the protocol department. Thirdly, the political governance department. The Georgetown Municipality Political Governance Department will form an alliance or a liaison service, that is a liaison service between the political affairs of all political parties so as to rightly inform City Hall of the political developments, especially when it comes to the international grants and the scholarship, etc., so to ensure that every residence in Georgetown, especially in Alboystown and in Campbellville, East Rumvelt, West Rumvelt, North Rumvelt, Commons Lodge, and Agricola, and all the other communities, the scholarships and the grants are measurable and meetable, meet the needs of the depressed citizen, the disenfranchised citizen, the disrespected citizen, which will need no requirement once you are a citizens of Georgetown, which is why you need to vote. All youths, young women and young men, you need to vote so that you can be speak for you could be represented by the Georgetown City Council and the Municipal Court. As I said in previous presentation, we shall and will re-establish the Municipal Law Court, which is the higher judiciary power and authority within the city. Therefore, all eligible voters, you need to vote so you could be protected. Our next department is the Parliamentary Department. The Parliamentary Governance Department of the Georgetown City Council will sit on all parliamentary proceedings of the National Parliament, so that the passing of all bills at the Parliament would be able to track and to retain and to review or to assess, and then to decide what the Georgetown City Council and the Municipal Law Court, which is to represent the City Council, will decide if the Georgetown City Council and the municipality will accept certain laws, like the laws of homosexuality. The Georgetown City Council and the Municipal Court have a right to reject any law that the citizens would be displeased with. So there will be an intensive working relationship between the two political affairs department of the National Parliament and the Georgetown City Council. So therefore, the Parliamentary Governance Department of the City Hall, or of my mayoral governance, will be one that is efficient and effective to determine what we, the people of Guyana, will accept. Because there are certain laws that will be passed by Parliament, we shall not accept them. Our next department is the Project Management Department Governance. The Project Management Governance Department consists of 10 subunits, and I would like to invite you to go on the internet and to research the various departments under project management, because this project management governance department that shall be established will be responsible for all projects. Therefore, it will not be left to the town clerk or any officer to issue contracts. No, there will be a special project management governance department who will decide the needs of every community and small villages, and which one seems to have a greater need. That is the project will be financed by the Project Management Governance Department, which will consist of over 300 community volunteer members that will work with the Project Management Governance Secretariat at City Hall. And they will be supported, yes, all of you who serve as volunteer, the 300 volunteers who will be serving on the Project Management Governance Department will be awarded, whether every three quarters or every 3 months or every 6 months or year end. It will be a handsome award, plus with ongoing stipend, etc. So even though the members of the public will serve as committee for the project governance department will not get a fixed salary, still the benefits and the privileges of going to other countries like England, Canada, and America, and around the world, you will have the same benefits to go free of cost also. So it will be the same as if you will be getting a fixed monthly salary with those who will be the secretariat workers for the project governance department. Next, the procurement governance department. The procurement governance department will be responsible for the procuring or purchasing of all vehicles, machinery, tools, and material, etc. So it will not be left to the hands of a person or like the town clerk, but a governance department. Yes, the procurement governance department, which would also need a minimum of 1,200 persons, field staff, and also office secretarial personnel. And let me say, all of the 10 governance department would need a minimum of 10,000 field staff across the city of Georgetown, which is still too small. We will need more workers because when it is analyzed based on an analytical assessment that I have engaged in since January 1, Georgetown alone will need about 25,000 full-time field staff across the city. Next, the Public Administration Relations and Information Department. This department will work or serve as the backbone for all the other departments which will engage in research, studies, and exploration. So to strengthen all the other departments, this department, the Public Administration, Research, Study, and Information, will be responsible for the prosperity, success, and growth of all other departments. And this department will need about 300 full-time staff in all of its secretariat across the city and in each village council secretariat. Oh yes, we shall restore the village council as it was under my mentor, Lyndon Forbes Sampson Burnham, which we all love. He had the village council in every village across Guyana. And that is exactly what we shall do, which is why we, the members, again, we, the members of the Guyana National Service, are contesting the election separately, yes, independently, and also all members of the religious company, the Seventh-day Adventists, the Pentecostal, the assemblies, the members of the Joshua House, the House of Israel, and all Christians, Hindu, and Muslim, all are welcome. Quickly, our public works or infrastructure or the engineering department. This is a major department. The public infrastructure or works or engineering department, which is the same thing, will be responsible for all pedestrian signs. Again, for all pedestrian signs. Properly naming and numbering of all residential properties, of all streets. Some streets, I say, some streets, like in Cummins Lodge and in Tiger Bay and in Agricola, have no name. There are no names. So the public infrastructure governance department will be responsible for all of that, including sluices or cocas, culverts, walk over or cross over these small bridges, streets, state-of-the-art pavements and cocas and drains. These drains and canals, we will put plastic drains or concrete drains so we can build parks and parks over these drains where these cars they can park over with state-of-the-art dust bins and solar lights and more city police. We therefore comes to the next governance department, which is the city police. Let me say up front, the city police department will be reformed, and therefore we will need a minimum of 2,000 city police ranks. Again, a minimum of 2,000 4,000 city police ranks, so to station all across the city with state-of-the-art prefabricated and donated outposts, especially the traffic department, the CID department, the juvenile department, the homeless department, the social worker department of the city police. So we need both reserved and civilian and full pledge, which is why it is a national service. And so we are appealing to you to give us your feedback. Go to the YouTube and to the Facebook, because you are needed. As the theme is a vision for the mission to make Guyana, which should have been Georgetown, nonetheless, to make Guyana or Georgetown great again. And before I come to an end, I would like to, this is the month of births month, and I would like to acknowledge some of the families, all of the fans, the families and friends of the Felix family, the Kurt family, the Jackson family, the Marshall, the Pitt, the Hanover, the Thomases, the Gray Zandis, the Hosley, the Crawford especially, yes, the Ross, all the Ross family, yes, the Sauls, the David, like the former Clem David and so on, yes, and the Barkus family, the Saul family, the Jansen, the Morian, the Mars, the Wars, and all are relative of the Semples. So the Semple is a big family across Guyana. We are all over in Antigua, Barbados, Trinidad, and here in Guyana. So all these families, including the Wars and the Mars and the Marcuses, I would like to extend special greetings to you. This is your opportunity to be family loyal. Remember, we all was in the national service, and let us put our hearts and heads and hands together to make this city, Georgetown, a better place for human habitation. Good evening.